You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Dropping back, it's Russo. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, California.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Russo. Throws to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Taking a shot on the first play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Davey, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 20.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Gilliam. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Collins. And the returner will be knocked down. Is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Gilliam. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. At the 45 on his way. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Russo. Fires to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT.
Tigers take
offense for this possession.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Here comes the option. The pitch. Smashes through. And the defense able to corral him out of bounds and stop him at the 2.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Auburn 7, Cal 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the fullback. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Auburn!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air. It's Russo. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback into sack on 2nd down. And now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you...
Fires one high and deep. And that pass intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see...
Is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Running back searching for a hole. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw on second down. Good timing on the quick out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Good, solid tackle.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
2nd down coming up. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he intercepts it. Strikes the blow.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tiger. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big...
Got a lot of running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line. They'll throw it on first down. He'll pull it down. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. They'll go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
The quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive, almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
On 3rd down, going up top. Fires into the end zone. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll come out throwing on first down. He makes the connection. Busts through behind his pad. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Buying some time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From the gun. They're trying to get to it. And that ball is picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Offense in an empty set. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Going up top on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. A run for the quarterback. Inside the 45. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Golden Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Floating away. He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Release to the back. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Leaves it with the back. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over, and you saw it on that play.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll throw it on first down. He's going up top. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown, Cal! What a catch and run for 6.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over South Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Looking for room at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. Wide open. He makes the catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Auburn. And the beatdown has ensued.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be. And they've looked explosive today.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Already find a hole in that secondary. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Catch in the middle. It's straight. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lester. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ball game.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Cal, 14.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and then it'll be a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tiger. And the punishment has been extended. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He'll set up to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing.
Can anyone catch him? And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. It's caught downfield. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
At the 8-yard line. First and goal, Cal. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Auburn 41, Cal 14.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
On the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Michigan State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of running room. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Oh, he's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. The corners are walked up tight. The DBs will back off a bit. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. It's Cummings. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Live by the blitz. Get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pocket starts to collapse. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Auburn! And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense is headed back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Golden Bears in the hurry up.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Drake. And he's running in the open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone.
First and 10.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again.
42,
looking to go up top on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up third down.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. The play action fake. Coming after it. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
The snap sets up to throw. He's got his man. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the...
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Slade. Pressure coming. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Auburn lines up quickly. Quarterback checking off. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and goal to go.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, Tiger! And the stomping has commenced.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to...
Flying down the left side. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They probably need one more score to feel like they're back in this game, down by 20 as they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. So they've put themselves in position to run out the clock and win this game if they can just execute here, Jesse.
Yeah, you can't get lazy or lackadaisical either on offense here. Your sense of urgency has to be high. You've got to execute plays and force the opponent here to use their timeouts, David.
Execute easy plays. Run the football, make them use their last 2 timeouts, and then you don't have anything else to worry about in this football game.
Quick toss. Still running at the 40. Turns it on down the left side. At the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Run the gun. They'll try to impose their will. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.